Hello and welcome to this update on Prosperity Passport, the first soulbound token-powered Web3 identity solution for Celo blockchain users and developers. On March 10, Masa and Celo Foundation launched the Prosperity Passport, and 20 days later, we're blown away by the tremendous adoption from users all over the world. In this blog post, we'll give you an inside look at the exponential growth of the Prosperity Passport in the first 20 days since launch, as well as the exciting utilities, perks, and integrations coming soon. At Masa, our vision is to create an ecosystem with minimal entry barriers for global users to unlock on-chain tools and real-world utility built by the mission-driven Celo ecosystem. The launch of Prosperity Passport marked the next step in our long-standing collaboration with the Celo Foundation, dating back to 2021 when Masa won the grand prize for Celo Camp Batch 4. The enthusiasm, mint volume, and adoption of the Prosperity Passport have been incredible. In just 20 days, over 42,000 unique global users have embarked on their soulbound journey on Celo, and over 258,000 .celo domain names have been minted. This exponential growth is continuing, with mints coming in from every part of the world. Top communities include Vietnam, India, Nigeria, Indonesia, Russia, Bangladesh, Ukraine, Singapore, the United States, and Pakistan. Celo's mobile-first, low-gas, and fast transaction speeds make it the perfect choice for our first major blockchain integration after our January 2023 Ethereum mainnet launch. The average gas fee of $0.001 per transaction significantly lowers the barrier of entry to Web3 for a globally decentralized user base. Prosperity Passports and Celo domain names are just the beginning. The Masa team has been working hard with the Celo ecosystem of builders and projects to deliver utilities and integrations for the Prosperity Passport. As each of these unique utilities and use cases goes live, we'll be announcing partnerships within the Celo ecosystem. One of the exciting utilities is the ability to use your .celo domain as your unique identifier. Once you create your Prosperity Passport, you can give it a domain name in the format of .celo, similar to an ENS. We are working to integrate .celo domain names within top wallets and dApps in the Celo ecosystem. This will allow you to use your .celo as your human-readable address across Celo, unlocking utilities such as sending payments using your .celo domain names, adding your .celo to wallet profiles, showcasing .celo in your NFT collections, and many more. In the near future, we will also support top Celo wallets in the Prosperity Passport, so existing Celo wallet users will be able to connect their Celo wallets and start their soulbound journey. As you complete quests and build your on-chain reputation using the Prosperity Passport, you'll have the opportunity to earn achievement badges in your passport. These badges are powered by soulbound tokens and are non-transferable. By performing simple actions from our Celo ecosystem partners, such as claiming universal basic income, watching a financial education video, saving more money, or joining a community, you can earn achievement badges. The more badges you have, the more rewards and soulbound airdrops you can unlock from our Celo ecosystem partners. You can also invite your friends and followers to Prosperity Passport, and get verified to earn tokens from Masa and our Celo ecosystem partners. We will unveil our exciting referral program debut soon, so stay tuned. Thank you for your attention. This was Vidi. For more information, please check the link below the video.